My name is Angela.
My name is Nicole.
And welcome to the Ominous Stitch podcast. Hello, Stitchers.
What's up?
Welcome to the double chevron.
I really like this pattern.
Look, it's all ripply and wavy.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. Nice little rainbow I made for my daughter. So this is the book that we're using. It's called The New Crochet Stitch Dictionary by Braas and Evelyn Hetty-Burkart.
Yes.
And we're using a size J hook. J hook.
J hook.
And just medium worsted weighted yarn. I'm sure it's all
red heart.
So I'm casting on here. You're going to cast on in multiples of 12. Yes, I got it right. Yes. I chained 24. Yeah, so the stitches worked in multiples of 12. So here we go. Stitch on. Go, go, go.
Make that chain.
Make that chain. So I made this cute little rainbow for my daughter to hang in her room because we're about to move, guys.
Yeah. You're getting that farm life.
I know. We bought a farm. I'm so excited. I don't know how to farm, so it's going to be quite the adventure.
I'm so excited to come visit you at the farm.
I know. I can't wait. Oh, then we do
+3.
+3. This will count as a stitch to start an increase. So when you're making chevron patterns, it's all about the increase and it's all about the decrease and just making sure you're counting. So this is not my most favorite stitch. Oh, see, we're going to go into number 4.
Oh.
Yarn over and do a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. That's the 4th chain.
Right.
Yarn over.
Yep.
Get it
in there.
And this is going to serve as an increase.
So she double
crocheted?
increase.
I double crocheted, so that chain and that double crochet that I just did is starting the increase for the pattern. Now we're going to double crochet in the next 3. So here's 1. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
2. Do you guys enjoy our play-by-plays? They're really fun. I enjoy them.
Yeah, we love these because Angela's so good at explaining her patterns.
You're so sweet, Nicole. Thank you. Now we're going to start a decrease over the next 2. See, do a decrease over the next 2 stitches. To do a decrease, look how detailed I am. Yarn over, insert the hook.
There will be 2 loops
remaining on your hook. So you're not going to complete the double. You're going to go halfway through a double crochet. So yarn over, pull through those 2. And then you're going to, with 2 loops on your hook, you're going to yarn over and go into the next chain. So it's like you stop halfway doing a double crochet.
Oh,
there we go. And now I have 2 half double crochets, which means I have 3 loops on my hook. And then I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3.
Intense.
So we're completing those 2 double crochets together. It's also known as double crochet 2 together. That's another thing what the decrease is called. So now we're going to do it again. Okay. Do the same thing again. So we're going to do a double crochet halfway through and then go into the next stitch, do a double crochet halfway through. We'll have 3 loops. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 3.
There you go.
Yay.
Nice.
And that's the bottom part of the ripple. So the decrease always happens at the bottom. Now we're going to do 3 regular double crochets over the next 3 chains.
Go,
kind of do the sides.
So we're doing this right with the John List story.
Yes. We wanted to go retro and do like a nice 1970s kind of vibey feel. Mm-hmm. And we decided to start with a gentle one because this is our first 2-parter.
That's right. Oh,
we'll do an increase of 2.
2 and 2.
Oh, yeah. So after we do those 3, an increase of 2 is 2 double crochets in the same stitch. This is going to form 2.
Dose.
This is going to form the peak of the ripple. So the top part of the ripple. There we go. So this is our first big true crime story and our first 2-parter.
That's
so
right.
I did we're going to do another increase of 2 in the next chain.
So we're going to do 2 doubles in the next as well? Or no?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to crochet 2. See, 2. Dose again. We're going to crochet 2 double crochets in that same stitch or chain. This is the chain. But it'll be a stitch in the next round.
There we go.
Yeah. So here we go again. See, look, going back in there.
She's so helpful. Look at that, pointing it out.
I try to be as helpful as possible.
No,
it's the
good.
teacher in me.
I love it.
Then we're going to double crochet in the next 3 chains.
Okay, that's easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this John List story was just so insane. I had to break it up in 2.
Oh, you went into so much detail. It was so cool.
It's nice to know every little detail just because what's going on in that crazy man's mind.
My favorite thing is that in this episode, you really build up a lot of empathy for John List because you tell us a lot about what he was going through in his home life, and you could really see all the pressures and how they were building up on him. So you start to feel sorry for her.
A little bit.
We're sorry for him a little bit. And then in the next episode, you don't at all.
No, never.
So we're about to do another decrease. So if you remember, it's crochet 2 together or double crochet 2 together, where you're going to start a double crochet and go halfway through it. And then you're going to go into the next stitch, do another double crochet, but halfway. And then we'll crochet them together and we'll do it again. So if you notice, we're doing 2 decreases and 2 increases, and that's what makes it a very gentle ripple. If you want it to be a more severe chevron, you do only 1 stitch at the peak, and you can make it, I think in the next one we do a decrease of 5 and an increase of 5 in the next one that we'll do.
Okay.
And then we're going to double crochet in the next 3 chains. We should have 4 chains left. Yep, here we go.
There's 4 chains left?
There are 4 chains left because in the last chain, we're going to do an increase because we started with an increase. We're going to finish with an increase.
Look how I always think this is, for me, crazy, but you see how all curly it gets?
Yeah.
And I'm like, did I do it right?
Yeah.
It's all going crazy.
It's always crazy at the beginning.
Yes.
The first couple rows, you're just like, what am I making?
Yep.
And then it lays flat and you're like, oh,
and
I get it.
Fixes.
So you finish the row with an increase 2 in the last chain. So that means we're going to do, 2. There's my 2 again. We're going to do 2 in that last chain.
So 2 doubles?
Yeah, 2 double crochets in that last chain. So here we go. So yeah, you really did a great job of building empathy for John. And then in the episode 2, which is the episode that we do after this, you just completely obliterate all of that empathy that you built up for him.
Well, we learn what he's, going through. It's not OCD, but I forgot exactly what I said it was.
It's similar to that.
Yeah, but it's not. It's very similar.
Yeah, it's very similar, but
it develops later in life.
Yeah.
And it's all about control.
Yeah, it's a big control. Okay, so we chained 3 and we're turning, and that chain 3 is going to start as an increase. So you're going to think of it as like a double crochet. So that's going to be the first double crochet in that first stitch, and then we're going to do another double crochet in that stitch, and that makes the increase of 2. Because we count that chain 3 as a double crochet.
Crochet has so much math in it that I didn't really think about.
Everything is math.
Everything
There's
is math
everywhere.
Music.
Yeah, music absolutely is math. Now we're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So now the pattern is going to start getting kind of repetitive because we've already established it. So chevrons are not hard. It's just a repetitive pattern, but you have to remember where you are.
That's what I was going to say. You still have to concentrate on which stitch you're in, right?
Right. You still have to count 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Now we're going to increase 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to decrease, or whatever the pattern is of the chevron that you're doing. So we're on the first decrease of this row. So we're going to.
This is the fun part.
Yep. Do
some halves.
Yep. 2 double crochets, but only completing them halfway before we do them together. And we'll do it again. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop. And then yarn over, pull through all 3. Yeah.
So you have to listen to the podcast because this is where we get into a fun debate about a movie.
Oh my gosh.
We've never had this happen before.
My least favorite movie. Nicole and I are usually very in sync.
Yes.
In a lot of things.
In a lot of ways, yep.
We are very in sync. And we just were not in sync in this movie.
I'm
and we
so glad I introduced it to her, though.
Debate about it.
I love
we
it.
still debate about Frailty. This is the movie that we watched
With Matthew McConaughey
and Bill Paxton.
Yep.
And this was Bill Paxton's directorial debut, right? And he did a great job. I just hate it
She
so
really
much.
hates the concept.
Yes. That's what gets me is the concept. And that's what we debate about all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, and we were still debating about it like yesterday.
We were texting each other because we were editing it. And I was like listening to it. I said, you know, what if this, and this? She's like, no. And she went into this whole thing about it. It was hilarious. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe we'll do an Instagram thing. Oh, double crochet in the next 3 stitches.
Yeah. I just finished my increase.
But yeah, maybe we'll do a poll if you liked it or not. And you can tell us why.
Yeah.
Because that was fun.
I think the poll needs to be is
he destroying demons or humans?
Yes, he's destroying humans.
Destroying demons.
No. Okay, so here's my thoughts on this is that a demon can possess a person, but that person does not become a demon. They are just a vessel because demons cannot be humans.
Sure, but in this movie, they're claiming that these are actually demons.
Yeah, but
so the human soul is completely gone.
No, it's impossible.
It's gone.
No,
it's a physical being. That's it.
No, and that's where I have a huge disagreement with this movie. Looks like I'm doing a decrease here. We should pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm going to start getting mad and getting angry. Okay, we're almost at the end of this row.
We're
Double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then you'll notice that it looks like you only have 3 stitches left, but you don't. There's actually 4. Because the chain 3 counts as a stitch. So you're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches here, and then you will still have a chain 3 left over. And then that chain 3, you're going to do an increase in that. And that's what keeps your lines
But that wasn't in the first row. This is a different, so.
This is the second row. So we're double crocheting into that first chain 3 that we made.
When you turned around,
when I turned it, and I went into the 4th stitch
so
that
it has
created
to go
that
up
chain
that
3.
way. Duh.
Yeah, and so that's what keeps the lines straight. So you have to go and check that, find that chain 3. You're always going to do an increase in that.
Got it.
Now we're going to chain 3 and turn. Yay! And then I think I'm going to do a 3rd row here so you can really see this ripple going here.
Oh.
Yay, turn it around. Isn't that cute? Look at it going. This is such a nice little gentle one.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep. Double crochet in the first stitch to make an increase of 2 with that chain 3.
But you know what? I like everything that Angela does. She's really
so
good at
kind.
this. No, I'm not. You are amazing at this. She picks everything up so quickly.
Aw,
double crochet in the next 3 stitches.
Yay.
Yeah, Angela's awesome. So whatever
Nicole,
she does.
I think you're awesome. You're so getting into this more than anything.
I love it.
We were just talking about how before we started recording that all Nicole wants for Christmas, birthday is yarn.
Yep.
Eyes
for my amigurumi.
Amigurumi. We're getting way into the amigurumi.
Yep. And stuffing.
I love it.
That's all I want.
That's all
I think the kids have so many stuffed animals that, like you were doing, I think I'm just going to take a half of them and take all the stuffing out.
Yeah.
Because
just reuse the stuffing.
Yeah,
I was doing that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, my dog destroys their toys.
Right.
So if she gets a hold of a toy, my dog, she's sweet, but there's like a little bit of devil in her because when she gets her mouth on a stuffed animal, the eyes go first.
Oh no.
She bites out the eyes so they
Straight for
can't
the eyes.
see. And then she'll bite off the nose.
Oh my gosh.
It's so funny.
She's got a method.
And then the stuffing just goes everywhere. Nice. Now there's a couple of like super beloved stuffed animals that my kids call their pets.
Oh, no.
That she has definitely taken the eyes and the nose from. And I've tried to super glue and I've tried to repair and it works for a little while and then she pulls the eyes out again.
Oh, doggy.
So anyway, those are beloved ones that I cannot get rid of.
Sorry.
And so I'm constantly trying to shove stuffing back in them.
Take it from
But
others.
other stuffed animals that she's decimated, I have been known to use that stuffing when I don't have any other stuffing.
Smart.
Yeah, reuse, recycle.
Yep, exactly. So we're increasing right now?
And we're doing it again because we always repeat it in this one. That's what gives it that gentle ripple and not a severe ripple. So you'll see in the next chevron pattern that we do when we do John List 2, that one's way more severe.
That's right.
And then we also add a fun little trellis pattern in that one as well. So that one's a really cool stitch. And it sounds complicated when you're explaining it. But again, when you get going on the chevron and you stick with the pattern, it's really not that complex.
You just gotta, you gotta just keep your eye on it.
Gotta keep going.
Decrease 2.
Decrease 2. Get it.
Going down. Yep. So Angela's gonna make me a rainbow one of these two.
I am. I'm gonna make her a rainbow blanket.
It looks so cute.
Yay.
I really like this one. I'll make you all the amigurumi that you want.
Yay! I love it. You're getting so good at it. It's so cute.
We were just talking about how we're never buying stuffed animals again for the kids. I was like, I'm just going to make them all now.
Right?
So
just
easy.
Make them.
And they look cooler.
I know my new house is going to be full of just crochet stuff.
Everything yarn.
I'm going to make some big poofs.
Yay!
We're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches, some big poofs that
Should we do that on our podcast?
Yeah, we can do that on the podcast.
Might be a multi-day project.
Yeah, I think it will be. So we'll make some big poofs that the kids can just kind of cart around and use as seats.
Yes, perfect.
So I'm excited for that. I want to start making them now, but I'm like, hold your horses.
Yes.
We've got to move. Okay, increase
stitch.
2. So this again is that chain 3 from the row below. And you're always going to do 2 in that chain 3 to give you that nice straight edge at the end here. Oh, get it. There we go.
Got it.
And it gives you that increase at the end. Then we're going to chain 3 and turn. And that may have been the last row that I did on this.
Yay! Look how pretty that is.
So thank you guys so much for joining us. Go listen to the John List podcast because
it's going to be so cool.
It's so good. Yep, that's a double chevron. Please email us at theominousstitch@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you and love to learn what you're making and any stories that you have of the paranormal or true crime persuasion. We'll see you, Stitchers.